Ormoc Daai Village handicraft class turns 1 year old. Tzu Chi Vietnam provides assistance to families in Tra Vinh Province. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Elise and DeVido. Thank you for joining us. After Typhoon Haiyan in 2013, Tzu Chi Philippines Chapter built DaAi Village in Ormoc to give the affected residents a place to live. After that, the volunteers opened various vocational training courses to help the villagers learn skills to support their families. The handicraft class was set up in February last year. Let's learn more.
Turning trash into craft. This is the purpose of Tzu Chi volunteers to set up a handicraft vocational training class in Ormoc Daai Village. In early February, they celebrated the first anniversary.
Ormoc Tzu Chi livelihood trust craft started February 2020, and today is our 1-year anniversary. We are happy because even during pandemic, still our livelihood is still ongoing.
The discarded paper is turned into a basket or a bed. This is the creativity of the members and also the skills for earning a living.
In the past, I was just a housewife who takes care of my family. But now that I have joined Tzu Chi's livelihood program, I have the chance to learn the skills of turning trash into craft, which can change our life. This program is a big help for me and my family.
After I joined the Trash to Craft livelihood program, I'm able to help my parents. I have learned how to recycle trash and make it into a beautiful craft to earn money, which can help my parents with our daily needs.
At the same time po, nakakatulong po tayo sa economic recovery po ng ating village.
We set up this Trash to Craft program is not only to help our great love villagers to improve their financial situation, but also help save our Mother Earth.
Great Love villagers have learned a skill in the vocational training class and make good use of it to make their lives better and better.
Due to the pandemic, Winy, a Tzu Chi Youth member in Singapore, could not go home to Medan, Indonesia for Lunar New Year. Instead, she participated in the New Year distribution for seniors organized by Tzu Chi Singapore Chapter.
Winy from Medan, Indonesia, has been studying in Singapore for 7 years. However, since the outbreak of COVID, has been nearly a year since she could go home. Winy, who could not return home during Lunar New Year, seized the opportunity to sign up for Tzu Chi Singapore's Lunar New Year distribution. On this day, she also took advantage of a video call with her family to ask her father, who has many years of experience visiting elders, for tips.
Pag perhatian pun tergantung ya terima kami mikir lo bukan dharma lang terima maya kan. Tapi sebelum lu kai kong coho mikir tu si lu ai cabut penderitaan lu ai kiwi batin sudah happy baru lu kai kong oke walang ki coho isu berarti berdana pucu.
Now that after he said that, maybe I'll be more mindful of the situation instead of going there and just spend my time there and after that it's done. But instead I go there and see if there's something that I can learn from the other party.
Goodies back to them, but here just to introduce the younger brother.
A total of 27 Tzu Chi Youth signed up to participate in this year's Lunar New Year's distribution. They walked into community housing to visit seniors and Tzu Chi care recipients.
I've been very blessed all this time. When I go there, I don't really think that I'm going there to give them something. I think instead, when I go there, I gain something from them. It's always good to always remind ourselves, always be thankful, so that way we can go through obstacles a lot easier because we'll have a more open mindset towards what we are going through.
When we see suffering, our hearts can become vulnerable and we cherish what you have and truly learn how to give.
At the recent Lunar New Year distribution, some exciting programs encouraged people to become vegetarian. A special lion dance performance helped change people's minds about vegetarianism. It's good for health and it helps the environment. Here's more.
The gongs and drums of this lion dance performance represent a festive Lunar New Year. Here the scene shows the harvest of greens where vegetables are used to appease the beast. Volunteers also hope to use this illusion to promote the benefits of vegetarianism to care recipients.
The master said that we should promote vegetarianism, so I took this opportunity to express through a lion dance. It's good for all sentient beings to be vegetarian from today onwards. First of all, it's the same as not taking any life, and the second is that it's good for our body.
身体也有好处这样。
Non-vegetarian care recipients, under the guidance of volunteers, promised to change their eating habits and shared their experiences.
I can honestly say that I rarely eat vegetables. I used to eat meat until I vomited. I once sat with my friend downstairs, and he watched me eat and said, "Why are you suddenly a vegetarian?" I said it was nothing. Just eat what you want to eat. Then he said quickly that I eat vegetarian food is to make for my past sins. Then I went for a blood check and everything was okay and normal. The doctor said that I had to control myself very well, as being a vegetarian will also help keep us healthy.
他讲是 everything is OK 啦，他讲你自己控制得很好，他也是会帮忙这样啦。
Whether it's a lion waking up to a challenge or something else that will change our minds, we can all find meaning with our own vegetarianism and speak out these benefits to everyone.
Tzu Chi Pingtung volunteers cooperated with the county government to organize activities to send warmth and supplies during Lunar New Year. They also tried to strengthen disaster prevention awareness in Sandimen and other areas vulnerable to natural disasters. A
team of volunteers lead others in simple exercises at this Lunar New Year activity in Sandimen Township, Pingtung. They also urged everyone to take the opportunity to strengthen disaster prevention awareness. Township office staff specially explained evacuation instructions because indigenous tribal areas are prone to natural disasters.
Tzu Chi has always been helpful to us, beginning with the construction of permanent housing and other areas where it has been very helpful to tribal villages. We thank Tzu Chi for its great love.
Tzu Chi has been active in this area, helping many disadvantaged people for a long time. Every year, Tzu Chi cooperates with the Pingtung County government to distribute supplies.
Whether it's scholarships, grants, or living subsidies, we're very grateful.
For disadvantaged groups, yet another event was held in Jiadong Township. A bag of daily use items as well as a bag of rice are all given to local families.
I've been here for so many years. The care recipients also give us a special affirmation. The happiest thing is on this day is that I saw the folks coming here and everyone smiled and received this blessing.
Happy to deliver blessings and supplies allows care for disadvantaged families to continue in this community.
Zhang Fuqi and her husband Pan Dexi are Tzu Chi volunteers. The names of the husband and wife echo each other, meaning happiness and blessing. They walk together on the Bodhisattva path.
At the kitchen in Taichung Jinxi Hall, Zhang Fuqi is busy going in and out.
You get the rice cooker later, add a spoonful of water. It's fine to add a little more.
It requires great unity in a team of kitchen volunteers as they have to cook for more than 100 of people. Everyone needs to cooperate with each other. Zhang Fuqi enjoys solving problems for everyone.
Some people say the distance of walking in here is equivalent to that of walking to Fengyuan in one day.
She cooperates very well. Everyone likes her.
To practice environmental protection, one can start with small daily tasks. The spacious kitchen is filled with the smell of coffee. He is Zhang Fuqi's husband. He is not only a high school teacher, but also a Tzu Chi volunteer.
When everyone see the two of us, they will say Dexi is here, so happiness is here, and Fuqi, meaning blessing, is here too.
The names of Dexi and Fuqi echo each other. Not only the couple, but their daughter also walked the Bodhisattva path together.
She joined Tzu Chi activities earlier than us. For volunteer training, I got trained first.
When I have time, I will come back to go with my mother to volunteer to be her assistant.
How to do Tzu Chi work is often a common topic during dinner. If they have different opinions, they will learn to understand each other, so the whole family is filled with a Dharma joy.
The Tzu Chi Vietnam Liaison Office continues to carry out its pandemic relief plan. The most recent assistance is to 3 counties in Tra Vinh Province, helping 762 needy families in time for the Lunar New Year.
To prepare for the relief distribution in Tra Vinh Province, Tzu Chi volunteers arrived there one day in advance to prepare. This time, a total of more than 750 packages of supplies are being distributed in 3 counties. Volunteers abide by the government's anti-epidemic regulations and control the number of people in each venue so that the public can receive the supplies with peace of mind.
Today, the materials distributed by Tzu Chi Foundation and the traffic flow were mindfully planned. Seeing volunteers help the disadvantaged carry the supplies, your considerate heart is very touching.
In this distribution, apart from the supplies, an additional living allowance was also given so that everyone can enjoy the Lunar New Year.
Today, when I go back, I might be so happy that I cannot sleep. I didn't expect to collect the supplies and money. The rice is enough for me to eat for a month.
I'm living alone, so my eating is quite simple. The materials and allowance I got today are enough for me to use for a long time. Thank you so much for your care and love.
There are 164 volunteers helping at the distribution venue. The youngest volunteer is 6-year-old Yuan Nantian. He experienced the joy of helping others with his mother.
Today, I'm here to give out bamboo tubes. I've also put coins in the bamboo tube, hoping to help the flood-affected residents.
I think every child is like a piece of white paper. He will learn the behavior of us adults. Today, I brought him here to volunteer with me, hoping that he will also learn to help others.
The pandemic has made life even worse for the impoverished people in many provinces of Vietnam. So the volunteers continue to provide them with the strongest support, hoping to accompany them in this difficult time.
The Tzu Chi Medical Center in Alhambra, California is a federally approved clinic and can administer the COVID vaccine. The first wave of vaccines is intended for medical staff and people over 65 years old. Let's take a look at Tzu Chi volunteers in the battle against the pandemic.
Thank you for registering with the Dharma Master.
For the first batch of vaccination appointments, Alhambra Tzu Chi Medical Center contacted medical staff, frontline volunteers, and people over 65.
Our Tzu Chi Medical Foundation has clinics and is also certified by the federal government. We are fortunate to be able to apply for the vaccine. Although the number is not large, we have already started to administer it.
The process of registration includes filling in personal information, and later, the administration of the injection is smooth and fast. For safety reasons, people are asked to wait in the car for 15 minutes before leaving to see if they have any adverse reactions.
4 weeks later on Tuesday, he'll call you. He'll definitely call you because the date is scheduled. Make sure you come here because if the second shot is missed, the first shot is useless. You must come. Thank you. Please remember to wear your mask.
There are neighbors and volunteers who look forward to the protection of the vaccines and are finally beginning the process.
We're the first batch of volunteers, so apart from having feelings for the free clinic and the level of medical care, we have considerable confidence in the vaccine.
I don't feel anything at the moment. She is very skilled and does it fast. It doesn't seem like I got a shot, as I don't feel anything.
The COVID pandemic is still a threat, and Tzu Chi's medical network continues to battle in this most important fight to protect lives.
In Zhongli, Taoyuan, 3 generations of the Li family live in a dilapidated home. The roof leaks and their family members are often sick. A neighbor reported their condition to Tzu Chi, and the volunteers fixed up their home in time for a happy Lunar New Year.
我们把这个感恩户的家就当成我们自己的家哈，我们自己的家如果清爽的话，我们这个身体、心理哈都非常的喜悦。
This decade-old home has weeds overgrown outside and broken walls inside, but this is where the 3 generations of the Li family of 7 have been living.
This is where the mother, father, and a little child sleep. The bed frame is broken, so they are using milk formula cans to help out the mattress.
Within this family of 7, the mother-in-law and daughter-in-law all suffer from mental health problems. The oldest son, who is responsible for finances, does not have a stable income. 2 of the grandchildren are often sick and visit the hospital. Thus, when the volunteers got a call about them, they quickly came to check on the family's needs before the Lunar New Year holiday.
浴室有什么问题吗？
它这个塞住了，马桶塞住漏水，所以造成他生活上很不方便。
阿公有跟我讲2次了。
The grandfather has told me twice before that his roof leaks. Later, when Brother Wu came to have a look, he discovered mildew on the walls and the roof. That must be fixed.
After a thorough survey of conditions, a repair project was immediately enacted. On this day, many volunteers came to help renovate this old house. The old home looks brand new thanks to the volunteers' renovation. Before they leave, the volunteers teach how to maintain good hygiene.
The daughter-in-law doesn't know how to do household chores because she has a slight mental illness. So we look at her like our children and teach her a little at a time how to mop the floor, how to clean up, and how it feels to have a clean home. And naturally, later on she will want to clean up on her own.
The volunteers cleared out more than 200 bags of garbage from the home. And the Borohead also arranged for the garbage truck to help take it away. So the Lee family of 7 can have a good start to the Lunar New Year.
Although more than 80 years old, the senior recycling bodhisattva Liang Yumin still does recycling every day, rain or shine. Volunteers call her Superwoman, who is stronger than many young people.
王梁师姐哦，你看，跟她女超人呢，你看还有老烂呢，比少年的你看都还要有力量。
Get water to wash these. They still have food debris. All the cups are still dirty, so they have to be washed. It's not good to be smelly. We have to do things like this to be hygienic. That is to say, it should be done like this. Otherwise, it is not good to give it to someone if it smells. I have to arrange the recyclables, even if typhoon comes. That space is very small. If there is strong wind, the recyclables will be blown away. So I have to arrange the recyclables. Since this is not our own place, I can't make it too messy. I'm very happy to have this area for us to do recycling, so I have to make it tidy. I have to do recycling no matter it is a typhoon or rainy day. If there are a lot of recyclables, I have to do it. I'm happy to do recycling. It's really good to do good deeds. If we do recycling, the world is safe and peaceful, and so is Taiwan. There is no special skill for this job, just keep on doing it.
The Bayan Lepas Tzu Chi Kindergarten in Penang, Malaysia, has a parent, Ching Yi Kim, who has become an expert in composting and was invited to teach others how to make your own compost and benefit the planet.
Qing Lei Chen's father, Qing Yi Kim, is interested in making his own fertilizer, which has inspired Le Chen to take an interest in it. Qing Yi Kim learned how to make his own compost pile, which helps to reduce garbage in his house and also benefits the planet too.
My wife loves to work on her garden, and we buy a lot of fertilizer. Then I saw that we have a lot of kitchen scraps from cooking, so I began studying how to make our own compost fertilizer.
Papa Qing has now become somewhat of an expert in composting and was even invited by the teachers to share how to DIY your own compost at home.
I encourage using skin peels from vegetables or fruit, and not bones or meat because those scraps have a heavier smell, and it takes longer to decompose. When I make my compost, my space is limited, whether it is a hole on the ground or using a flower pot, and I definitely want everyone to know that even if you have a limited space, you can do a compost pile.
Composting helps nourish the earth, and when seeds are added, it continues the cycle of love.
那些堆肥过后会变成什么？
植物会长大，植物生孩子很开心。
In Kaohsiung City, the grounds behind Shoushan Primary School used to be overgrown with weeds. Students and teachers collaborated to transform the area to become a forest classroom, where students can learn how to get along with nature.
It is a special place where the students are playing their recorders. This is the forest treehouse classroom the students helped design and build.
We did not use any nails because we didn't want to cause damage to the trees. We used tongue and groove joinery to put together the treehouse. The platform on the first level was a triangle, and the platform on the second level was rectangular.
We observed the animals living in the trees before building the treehouse. We hoped we would not disturb the natural habitat, so we wanted to steer clear of the animals during construction.
The grounds behind the school used to be untamed and overgrown with weeds, but with the combined efforts of the faculty and pupils at the school, it has been thoroughly transformed.
An environmental assessment was conducted. They came here to look around. If we want to build a tree house, what was the tree's dynamic with the surrounding plants and animals in the area?
After the construction was completed, the students also made signs for safety guidelines to remind people how to get along with nature.
We make these safety guidelines so that the people who come here to play can avoid making wrong moves and getting injured.
After completing the treehouse, the children agreed that there should be some rules and guidelines for playing up there, such as limiting the number of people allowed and safety cautions to pay attention to.
With the school grounds transformed into a massive natural playground, the students can not only lie on the netting to observe Mother Nature, they can also play freely in the trees, learning life and nature lessons in this special learning environment.
Visit the Hualien County Art Museum before March 7th for the exhibit The Tango of Soul and Image. 4 photographers display images of traditional life in Taiwan, as well as beautiful birds, insects, and landscapes, a feast for the eye and soul. Thank you for watching. See you next time.